Hello there, collective. Welcome to my channel. This is 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. The 5 now has to do with the Soul Tribe 5. You know, you've made me so damn happy. You made my inner child so damn happy. I know that. Now watch this. We're going to celebrate. Hello. We're going to celebrate because I had no idea that 8 or 9 videos in, y'all made me so damn happy. And my inner child is so pleased. I got my first thumbs up and I got my first subscription. We're well on our way to a soul tribe now. You've made me so damn happy. You have no idea. So to celebrate, I'm going to show you what I do, because if you don't keep moving when you get older, you seize up like concrete. So this is how I move that energy around. Move in your body. You move that energy around in your whole entire body. I do contact juggling, but my inner child would love to celebrate my first thumbs up. My first subscriber. Thank you so much. Who knew? So here we go. Now it's only funny when I drop them, so are you ready? But I could go to the ceiling in here because I've done it. In the wintertime I can't go outside and juggle, but when I go outside, I don't know if I can show you this. I'll show you the back of it. I juggle to the ministry of the ungentlemanly warfare. At 7 o'clock in the blessed morning, and I can fling 3 oranges up into the air pretty far and wide to this music. So, before we get in, watch. Are you ready? This is you should really indulge your inner child. This is your most authentic self before your parents and everybody got to you when you were just an innocent child and you were jaded at 6, 7, 10 years of age because of what the grown-ups do to you in your formative years. Now listen up. This is why I do it. I was a Girl Scout. And to get my Dabbler's badge, I learned how to juggle. Let's see, how old are you in the 4th grade? 9, 10, let's see, are you ready? This is to show you how I move energy around, how I transmute and do meditation. I transmute pain into my own presence, and I do it to please the heck out of my inner child. So here we go. Are you ready? I know. It's only funny when I drop it. Now, look at this. If I can tap in and turn some form, I don't have to walk around the block with a stick, scared half out of my mind. I stand in my front yard and I juggle. And the neighbor kids do love it. That's my inner child celebrating that I got my first thumbs up. Thank you. And I got my first subscription. I welcome all of you to come in. I welcome all of you to come to this channel. We're going to have fun here. Do not turn your television on right now. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't scroll, for hours and hours before you go to sleep at night. You're not going to sleep very well. It's all stuff and nonsense. It's all stuff and nonsense that's designed to scare you, throw you off balance, so that, for whatever reason, who cares? Come here. Come here and spend time with me. Come in here, collective. You have the time of your life. Whoops, because we sure do. Oh, and I saw this morning. Oh my goodness gracious. I know this is probably a divine feminine, but it could be, you could be, there's no gender in tarot. You could be a masculine that's really in touch with your feminine aspects of your authentic self. And you pretty much, you've healed tremendously, so I commend you for that. Nobody came in here and helped you. You did it all yourself. You did it all yourself. Okay, now, Holy Spirit. I think it's two masculines, okay? But this is a collective reading, so Holy Spirit is reminding me this could also, you take in what resonates with you and you kick the rest of it out. Do not hang on to stuff that's not your story. It's not your experience. But a lot of times on my show, you'll be watching along, and I don't know about this one. And it'll dawn on you that I'm talking about someone in your family and we're hitting it right on the nose. We're nailing it. And you should share my videos with that person or tell them about, I watched this video. I watched this video on YouTube with this woman. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm supposed to be mindful that this could also be two women. About how this is going to sound to you. These are two women that have done pretty well in their life, kind of gone to their heads, kind of. They have the power of a man. These two women, each one has the power of a man. They probably have things at their fingertip, resources at their fingertip, cars, new cars all the time. Their homes are lovely. So, and I do believe they have some form of spiritual ranking, but they're messing it up by acting this way towards you. You've had it. They need to either case need to rope you in. You have something they want. I bet it's resources. Or they're just in it to waste your time. Waste your resources knowing that you have things to do. And they just want to put a little fly in your ointment, cause delays, tell you, oh, that's too bad, but secretly they're like pleased about it. But in either case, we're going to get into it in a second here. Those of you who have children, let's say, and narcissists love to triangulate anybody, but especially your own children against their mother. I know that the female narcissists also do it to the fathers. Equal opportunity, awful. But for the men that I'm picking up on, it's too masculine, it's distorted. I'm really surprised because the divine feminine, this could be your sibling. This is a family member. It could be a cousin. It could be your parent. It's a family member that is now all of a sudden teamed up, with yours, either the father or mother of your children. And this is what narcissists do. They will find a way to poison the mind of a family member, saying that if you will help me fix the marriage, let's say, well, that person, of course, I'll help. But then it turns into a grudge match where they don't want to do because I agree with that, until you're a narcissist. This toad pops out of their mouth that's very inflammatory, a backhanded compliment, something that your family member's not comfortable with. Yeah, I agree. That's right. what? What did you know? And they're silent because they're stunned. And the narcissist knows this is showing to you, let's say you were fraternal twins or something. You were roommates at one time. You were close. But they somehow bamboozled someone who knows better. And this point, and it was done on purpose. That when they slip that little toad popping out, your family member's not comfortable with that. They get karma immediately. Immediately. It's not comfortable with that. It's cognitive dissonance. That's not true, but you just said, and now you just made it look like I'm agreeing with you to go after my own sister or brother. But the two of them, yes, I agree that you, my sister, do not, on this one occasion, you were wrong. Like, pulled them into some kind of a narrative in order to, number one, to embarrass you and your family member. You think they didn't get a kick and some exotic supply when they were like, what? Like, inside, wait a minute. You're framing the argument that I'm helping you go after my own flesh and blood. Well, or they picked a sibling that's done that to you your whole life and they get a kick out of making you squirm. You take this how it resonates with you. Now then. As you know, narcissists and bullies are all broken souls. They have to break healthy people so that everyone's broken and misery loves company. They have to scheme in order to win at all costs. They love to turn friends and even snake fascinate your original family members and turn them totally against you for a few. It just takes a minute or two. Very uncomfortable, especially when they know, incontrovertibly, they know you never did any of the things that they told your family member. They were lying. They're embellishing. They'll take the truth and embellish upon it, and then they'll stick to that part of it that is the truth. No, I'm not worried about that. But this is the truth means that all this malarkey over here is true, and it's not. You never did anything wrong at all to them. But they're saying that you were cruel or you shredded your own children. This is what mine loves to say is, you shredded our son, you shredded. He never explains what I said or did, though. That's how come I know it's bull cookies. This monstrous man-child is using the most devious way to achieve torment, and that's to smear your name, and especially your reputation as a mother. They're just saying black and white, no matter if you saved your child's life somehow and you were commended for being a good mother. Oh no, they'll say that never happened. Cognitive dissonance, but it did. No, it didn't. It never happened. You never did that. That's a lie. You're a liar. That never happened. Cognitive dissonance, you know it happened. Your brain hurts after they pull that on you. They project every despicable cruelty of their own misdeeds on their own children onto you. How convenient. By saying you're the monster. They were never the monster. It has always been you. And even the kids are going, that's not right, Dad. Sometimes you're a Major Richard to mother. Or you're being a detective. You know, a detective is a dick. They really feel that they are almighty powerful. The almighty powerful Wizard of Oz. Do you know how long I worked on that joke? Trying to turn a child against their own mother is vile. Why? To take your own child's relationship away from your only mother of that child is despicable. You are the child's mother. You bonded for that whole pregnancy. They are so jealous. Victim no more. Even you're accused of something you never did, literally. What else is new? And then you take on the shame. This is a humiliation ritual with your family member, helping them this time. For something you never did, and then there's guilt too that is not yours to take. Whenever a child, let's say, or you, a full-grown person, if you are accused of doing something and then you take on voluntarily that shame and that guilt, ooh, that's not a good thing you do to yourself. That is not a self-love practice. Oh, but your narcissist loves. Oh, if he could just trigger you into doing that. Oh, more exotic supply for them to suck the life out of you. It's quite a mental mind F. It's a mind F. That's all it is. Cognitive dissonance challenges you on a very deep level. It's very troubling. Narcissists fine-hone their skill sets. They've done this hundreds of thousands of times. Easily from puberty on to the present day. You're like in their 60s. Psychological and emotional abuse quite simply is used because they have a knack for never having total alignment of their carefully crafted words and actions fall apart because it's rubbish. It's bollocks. It's not real. It's crapola. Narcissists will use cognitive dissonance. They tweak their schemes using it to keep reality kind of fuzzy for you, collective, so that effectively prevents you, a normal person, being victimized by these numbskulls. They're trying to prevent you, if you're with them, they don't want you to leave a very toxic relationship because they're pleased as can be where you are. They want you to stay there forever and ever and ever and ever. Like Danny Torrance in that Shining movie. Danny's not here anymore, Mrs. Torrance. Your narcissist lying lies. They lie standing up. They lie lying down. They lie all the time. But condition you because you're a good person. Oh, I can't say you lie all the time. Yeah, you can. I give you permission. And I'm not a doctor, but I'll still give you permission. They create serious problems for you. It's plain to see the problems they create for you and the emotional and mental distress, shredding your etheric body for kicks. Your poor brain struggles. They do not know real love. All they know is lazy love. All they know is struggle love. And struggle love, where they think fighting with you all the time and creating all of this crisis and drama, that is struggle love. That is not real love. That's crapola. Don't fall for it. Controlling you is not love. Being jealous of you, don't wear that. That is not love. They do not love themselves, so then they're going to bollocks whatever it is they're handing to you. There's something wrong with it. It's not authentic, unconditional, non-judgmental love. They're judging you 9 ways to Sunday. But if you criticize them for hurting you and draw out some, oh, they'll twist that on your evil. Got it? Did you see what I did there? It's an example. Not once or twice. Every chance they get until you turn around and see 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40 years. You're not doing it anymore. And they know it. Your brain hurts like a Gumby from the Monty Python Flying Circus. Show of hands, you are junior in high school when they're on public we had KNME here. They showed Monty Python. We were so happy. My brain hurts. The Gumbies with the handkerchiefs tied on their heads. And their boots. And a nice shirt, Eton collar, and a knit pullover. They react by explaining it away, trying very hard to alienate all that discomfort they're ginning up in you. Don't worry. Oh, every time I hear that, I go, maybe you should get to know me. We've only been married forever. I don't worry. You're the one that worries. That's called projection. Quit telling me, stop worrying. Quit. What are you worried about? I'm not. See, they want you to defend yourself. So when he starts in that crapola, I know that mine is worried about something, and then I start watching him really close so I can figure out what the hell he's done now to himself. Cognitive dissonance is when something is said or something fishy occurs, and your brain tells you that crapola does not align with reality. That's with you, the victim or intimate partner. They're trying to shatter your core belief system. The one that was instilled in you before you met this person because your parents raised you right. It causes great discomfort. It makes your brain hurt. That's your body telling you, are you really going to fall for this? Are you hearing this? Maybe you're not hearing this. Did you hear what they just said? Why aren't you doing anything about this? That's cognitive dissonance. It happens when you hold conflicting beliefs at the same moment in time. A narcissist is oftentimes into sociopathic manipulations. Cognitive dissonance for you is a favorite weapon to wield. Your narcissist is banking on keeping everyone they use this ploy on kept in a constant state of emotional chaos until the end of time can tell. Or the narcissist gets bored and goes to other techniques. I'm sorry. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Some of your narcissists are so good at manifesting cognitive dissonance in others, especially you if you're the intimate, non-toxic partner, that they convince their non-toxic intimate partner that the abuse the narcissist is willing to acknowledge. They'll only acknowledge some. No, the rest of that never happened. It did. They will convince you that their abuse and their mistreatment of you is your fault only. So that they can, because they don't have a conscience, they can skate away scot-free every time and never take accountability. Now then. Because I'm so damn happy that you've come to join and help me. On the other channel, every time you subscribe on my channel, you became a bright light. You and my bright lights. That was our soul tribe's name. We were the bright lights. Mighty, mighty bright lights. Everywhere we go, everybody knows. We share blessings and we like gifts. I had 2,000 bright lights, so I have all kinds. I never have an attachment to any outcome because it makes it more fun that way. And you're able to stay in the present tense instead of worrying about, am I going to get a soul tribe? Of course I am. I got one before. Now then, the title is what I did before. Is what I think the title's going to be. Now you leave me a comment. Leave me a comment, share my videos, subscribe. hit the thumbs up. And even if a video doesn't resonate with you, if you know someone out there scared out of their mind and don't know what they're going to do, because they married someone in church and now they have to live with them. For whatever reason, they're a little concerned and don't quite know what to do. Share my videos. Share my videos. It'll help them. It'll help them. It will help them go inward and be able to, especially if they can't go no contact yet. Maybe in a few weeks, but in this minute, they need to keep their wherewithal together and know that they're not alone, because they think that they are alone. They think they are the only one going through this. No, that's why I tell you, do not turn on the news. Come in here, where you're doing self-love practices in order to manifest what it is that you create, the life that you desire to have. Because you went inward and you embraced your most authentic, true self that pulls you higher as you keep leveling up to your higher self that is already as close to the divine as anyone could want. But this way, you augment it. You make it even more so. And that's good for you. Your bliss on the inside is what we create here, so that you create bliss in that outside world that's so chaotic. But your niche of it's going to be fine because you're doing it. You're the one doing it. You don't wave magic wands here and poof, I'm going to make someone happy. There's no such thing. Each human being makes themselves happy in what it is they interact or engage in, whatever the stimulus in life is. It's either in alignment with you and it feels fabulous, or it's not in alignment with you and it's off, and you would rather do it balanced and grounded and centered than to be scattered all the time like everyone that's out there right now. You come in here. You are welcome to come in here. Collective. We'll create our own. We're not escaping. That would be wrong. But you do yourself a disservice. This is one of the things that doesn't serve you, is turning on that coping with mass media. Coping with mass media. Click. Turn it off, get on your phone or your computer, and you come in here and you spend time with me. Behind your back, two karmic clowns are out to smear you to your kids as dirty. That's the title. I know. Now, I'm seeing a sweetheart of a divine feminine. I told you that a minute ago, but you could be a man who's very in touch with your feminine side, and good on you. For real. We're not going to laugh and snicker at you. We commend you for that. It balances you out in ways that you exalt. Both, we have both masculine and feminine polarities in a human. You come here, we balance that out. So you have a sacred union in your own skin, and your life starts feeling different, doesn't it? Leave me a comment. This divine feminine's being pestered by a toxic spouse and a comrade here. Like I said, this could be two women that have the power of a woman, of a man in a, the hierarchy in a family setting. I'm in the land of enchantment. That would be a lovely, probably Hispanic Catholic family. Got it? They're like a matriarch or her sister or something, or a matriarch of a family who is very powerful, and her friend is her best friend, and those two are cooking with gas. They get things done in the family, so that the family has to be nice to these women. But when these women do stuff to them, it gets a little sticky wicket. So, if you're tapped into the divine masculine energy, that vibe carried in you is strength, that side of you, the masculine. I don't care what your real gender is. You have that. This is strength, uncommon valor. That's you, collective. To take thought out into action, and rational, logical measures are taken. You take action. Divine feminine, she's supposed to just be receptive at this point. So she's magnetized and brings into the present tense because her chakras are in alignment. She thinks about the future. She could be anxious. Knock her out of alignment, those chakras. If she thinks of all the stuff in the past and doesn't release that pain and transmute it into her personal presence, taking her personal power back, that's self-empowerment. Power can be corrupted, even in your own skin. We don't want to do that here. Now, the divine feminine energy I'm talking about carries the responsibility for gaining mastery over your emotional intelligence and always having and maintaining inner peace and balance. You have your moments, and if you're an empress, you have your moments in the divine feminine. You do. But your emotional intelligence, you can regulate your emotions. If you are with a toxic, narcissistic, you even have to be NPD, just being a jerk. They don't have emotional intelligence. It's a form of ignorance. They don't want to. Then they can't play these mind games. They can't get it. You're trying to explain stuff and they're explain it again because they're feeding off of you. Explain it again 10 times. Every time I do this to you, you write me paragraphs and texts. And I eat it up like cotton candy, and I know I'm sucking the life out of you. You're tired all the time writing me paragraphs of text, explaining stuff over and over again. If I get it, I can't keep extracting energy from you this way. Hello? Got it? They cannot regulate their emotions while they do stuff to you all the time. They're using you to regulate their emotions. I say, nip it in the butt. Oi, you're not doing that anymore. I don't have to, no. I unburden you. You have permission to not do that anymore. From Auntie Grayrock, I give you permission. I already read that. Oh, well, I'm going to need that. Don't you throw that on the floor, Kim. The divine feminine energy uses emotional intelligence as a form of leadership on all levels until she is stepping forward to the podium and leading. She has an empire full of loyal subjects. That is a fine leadership trait that no matter how one shows gender endearment, this leadership trait, collective in you, is called emotional intelligence because it recognizes, it understands, and then it manages one's emotions. You use your emotional intelligence, collective, to manage your emotions. There's your narcissists and bullies. Theirs is atrophied because they want it to atrophy. They don't want to build up those skill sets. They'd have to use them. They're lazy. As well as others' emotions. If you have emotional intelligence, you can outsmart your narcissist. That's what I teach you here. I did it for 3 years on Auntie Grayrock. Okay, Holy Spirit, are you ready for this? Holy Spirit, what does the divine have to share with the collective? Thank you. Oh, I used to use this show me St. John's. 2016, Jesus said to her, Mary. She turned toward him and cried out in Aramaic, Rabboni, Rabboni, which means teacher. Behind your back, you're a narcissist. And this karmic person are willing to smear you to your own kids. One, that would be your spouse, keeps telling the children lie after the next lie. And I'm telling you, almost like they were in a trance, your family member snapped out of it because it was uncomfortable. Like, wait, you crossed the line, you went too far, this is still my flesh and blood, and you just set me up to look like I was in agreement with you on all of this. And so that right there is why they're going to be fighting amongst each other for that reason. You can't do that to my sister. Well, you went along with it, and behind her back when we were talking the other day. See, they're shaming and guilting your family member. Well, you went along because you wanted to, because you think I'm right. See, they don't care who they hurt, and they have to be right. Even though your person now is sticking up for you and ready to... We're gonna send your narcissist out in the yard and give him a pocket knife and tell them to cut a switch, and you bring it back to me now. Yeah, your narcissist didn't know that could happen. Your family member going to make your narcissist go out in the yard and cut a switch and bring it back so they can be switched. Oh my goodness. As your most authentic self, you are granted attainment through mastery and skill, collective. Use your strong will. You defeat them at every turn. You are eloquent, you are gracious, you're fair-minded. They can't go up against that. They have nothing. Sitting there, this karmic person, acting like they're cool with the children. They devalue you constantly, as long as the narcissist thinks that they are triangulating and dominating the children's mother by doing this. You go Google observe, don't absorb. That means I have emotional intelligence. I'm going to pretend that I'm got a clipboard and I've got my lab coat on. I'm a clinical licensed professional. I'm not, but I'm going to pretend in this moment to set my narcissist up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and is this person in front of me a psychopath, a sociopath, or just a narcissist? Well, in all three cases, those three in the dark triad, and I'm not a doctor, all three of those are going to try and manipulate and or terrorize the licensed professional to have control and dominance. Got it? Not all narcissists are psychopaths and sociopaths, but they should dip in that pond every once in a while, and it gets a little scary. But it's nothing that you can't. Your spirit team is protecting you. They will. They're not putting up with it. Come in there. Please give us permission to go talk to them. We would like to do more. Nothing more exhilarating than you give your angels permission to knock the chicken soup out of them, you narcissist. And your angels do not do that metaphorically, because they're not people and they're not violent, but they use energy to just woo-wee what they do to your toxic, your karmic. And you sit there and you be humble and you don't gloat, or you're going to take on that karma. Don't you do it. Your kids see you as their hero, collective. They do not see the narcissist as a hero. They say they do. You're my hero, Dad. You're number one. But deep down, those kids know. They know something's off. But it's their dad. Children love unconditionally. Not so sure about that non-judgmental part because they're so gosh darn honest. Ooh, ooh, your breath stinks. I mean, they do not hold back. You didn't brush your teeth, Dad. Yeah, I did, but you smoked a cigarette or 5 and coffee and all that bacteria colonies going woo-hoo in your mouth. But I pick up on how your kids are growing up faster mentally and emotionally than your narcissist bargained for, and that's what I'm saying. Your narcissist is panicky because his or her children, switch it around, are turning the tables on them. I saw that this month. When we get to this, he or she isn't pulling anything over on those kids. And they're like, get help, Dad. This is really sad what you're doing to Mom. You're a control freak, Dad. And then your spouse is mortified now because their own children turned on them and they never thought that they had those children sewn up. Nope. They lost control over that child. They're going to blame you for it, punish you for it, though. They're not going to punish the child. They'll do different things to the child, unfortunately. But no. Now then. These two hooligans are plotting against whatever you're doing right now. Keep doing it. Because if they're trying with all their might and main to stop you, delay you, sabotage you, not tell you that so-and-so called, not getting messages or documents to you, and they're getting caught with that. Documents are being resent. People are investigating as to what's happening on your end. And then you're able to catch it and correct it. And some of you, you're like, I have a hunch. Let me go and look. I see when they went in here and tried to sabotage something. Oh, I'm just going to go back and put it back. And then you send it through. And now you're ready to go through this. Back on track. Nice try. You're going to have to do better than that, you two. Even if they move forward with you. Now, this was the 6 of Swords. 10 of Swords reversed. Let's see. That's the 6 of Swords. In that boat, that represents what they did to you. This is the damage they did to you. Covered you up in the boat. And there you are with your little child exposed to all the elements. But they covered you up in the boat so the child doesn't notice you. That's dimming your light and your shine for your child. That teaches your child to dim their light for their parent, to not be their most true, authentic child muchness. That is a despicable thing for a toxic parent to do to their own child. 10 of Swords reversed. They did this in the past. Even if they get, even if they think they're going to get back together with you, no, you're gone. You're not even out here at this point. I'm still talking about them and their plans to do stuff to you or how they've done stuff to you in the past. Even if they move forward, they're still going to stick swords in your back. And even if you move to a whole new, they will find a way long distance to be the puppet master. So, 10 of Swords reverse, painful endings, crisis. Your person was stabbed in the back by your family members. Where it's going, they're fighting. Sun reversed. You tune out these negative ones. You go do you. Excuse me. So 10 in the past, 6 in the future. And the damage that they've done to themselves can't be undone. They can't take it back. They're going to have to take accountability. In the future, the 10 of Swords, you get 6 out of 10. So, no difference, no reason for you to go back. Why would you go? You go to come back for the children. No, the children are going, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't go back. Oh, but the children want to. No, he's lying. That's not what we said. See, the children know. These aren't baby children. These aren't little babies. Some of them are tweens. Some of them have hit puberty. Some of them are pushing 16, 17, 18 for some of you. This is a collective reading. Boredom if you don't count your blessings. And this is why they don't count their blessings. They feel rejected. They feel dissatisfied, unfulfillment. They count their blessing. You count your blessing. I have a roof over my head. I'm healthy. I'm learning how to be my most authentic self, and it's actually changing the world around me, and this is more like it. I'm able to maintain my energy. Look, I'm already up to 5. By dinner time, I'll be up to 111 blessings, because I count them every day. They think you're mentally ill. But you also have a vision board. They never have a vision board. Gee, I wonder why not counting your blessings or going for things like a vision board are out of their grasp. Here's the star card. Expectations are fulfilled for you. The star is wish fulfillment. This is healing. I have the Ace of Swords reversed. No clarity in this situation. I don't even know if it's out here. I don't think it is. But I saw that in my third eye, in my vision. In my meditation. 7 of Swords, shady person, opportunist. Tried to get away with these other 2 things is what these 2 are trying to. They got away with 5 other things. These last 2 things, they need something from you. A signature, your money, your permission, your something. And it's like, this is weird for you because you go off and do your on your own, but they always seem to try to rope you into their schemes that you know from experience do not go anywhere. It's not merit making ever. It's not. There's no merit to it. They fail. These 2 have done things before because some of you have been together for a while. You might have even met through your family member and met your person. Got it? So that they've got some kind of multiple plotters, restless about betraying you though, and how can you withstand 10 swords? This is what I'm saying. 3 cups reversed. Multiple plotters, that's your family member and maybe others, restless about betraying you now. I think that we were duped by collectives. Narcissistic spouse. By collectives robber baron, by collectives Bluebeard. If you're gonna be Bluebeard's wife, be the last one, Anna, who got away, called her brothers in. They beat the door down before Bluebeard was going to take her out, because that's what he did. Don't go in that closet. Do not open that door. And she did. And he figured out she went in there. It's a story, a real story called Bluebeard. Oh my goodness. Her brothers broke the door down and slayed him. The end. But the other 6 or 7 wives tragically met a very bizarre end, and Anna did not want to meet that same fate. So I need to see the value that you bring to the relationship with your children. Well, other people too, but your children. The Empress has been treated without love and still blossomed into becoming an exalted Empress anyway. She carries scars that transformed her into her inner world for her to thrive. She's very intelligent for doing that, for exalting her most authentic true self. She learned to control her empathy, straightforward. She has excellent character. The Empress uses beautifully transformed energies every day by taking all of the lessons in. And she rose above all of it, if the lessons were good or bad. She helps others fare the same adversity. She has space to help them heal. She brings in vibrations for fertility. Eight of Cups, that's release, that's letting go. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Financial stress for them, self-absorbed, toxic. Now, one of these women is a mother and pitting her children against your children. That's wrong in a family. That's not family unity. The Queen of Swords reversed is they're being insincere. Again, whatever sex these are, there's no gender in tarot. No respect for herself if she's doing that, using her children to terrorize your children. Your children are standing up and saying, we're not doing this. I don't care if you're family. If you treat us thus, we are not going to have anything to do with you. So your children learn to go no contact. They don't know what it is. Page of Cups reversed. Person is not happy. They cannot move on. They want you to be an indentured slave to them, collective forever and ever. They want you both. They want you. They don't like this version of yourself right now. Too bad. They both want you to go back to these other versions, different versions of yourself where they can do what they want. And you'll let them. Oh. And in their wildest wet dreams, metaphorically, we're on YouTube. Your narcissist and their comrade are compelled to say mean-spirited things about you. But especially when you are not around to challenge their bull cookies or to defend your reputation, especially to your children. These mean bee honey runes. Bee honey runes. R-U-N-E-S. Runes. That's probably a reference to the Rocky Horror Show. Google the double feature song talking about runes and prunes. They become rude and they love to become abusive when they think they have to be determined that they do not receive the special treatment they want from you is what this is. They think that they deserve what you're willing to give them is not good enough, and so they're going to bellyache. They're trying to blow some sunshine up their own poop chutes, metaphorically. And consistently they go about speaking false humility while acting rudely and cruelly. They insult those only they're allowed to deem as inferior so that they can use this superior sucky little attitude that they condescend upon everybody. Collective, you also have a spiritual bodyguard. Oh, where was that? What's this? It's making its presence known to you, and you're liking it. Cool beans. I actually feel this presence, Auntie. They're blocking these two's bad actions towards you, and it's starting to freak them out. We thought we had this all sewn up, but we did, but we had everything in order, but we did. But when we took action on it, it blew back on them in a way that they were not expecting. And now laughing or smiling quietly to yourself is not gloating. You're allowed that. They're getting the message that they are under a judgment and they know that they're getting exposed for some pretty despicable shenanigans. They do not want to see what's coming at them either. It's like the blind ignoramus leading the blind. They chose to obsess on you. They did too much. No one deserved that much toxicity that they poured over you. They kept throwing you to the Wolves Collective so that they could get ahead, not you and your children. It's supposed to be family unity, but they feel that only the father should be catered to. Children should not be seen, and wives are indentured slaves. And they need to shut up. Well, they can get stuffed with that attitude. Whatever they finagled that blew up on them, but wave after wave of cognitive dissonance, you saw through it. They picked away at you, trying to twist your arm out of socket, metaphorically, to drill it into you how you have to, you must be wrong, you have to do this. What are you worrying about? See? What are you worried about? This is a safe deal. It's a scheme that they're perpetrating on you, as they've done these other schemes from day one. And you married this person. It's not your loved one. Yeah, you had to put up with them because you grew up together as siblings, right? Now, the cognitive dissonance is treacherous. And the revisionist history that frames the argument that your ooky toxic monster is an angel. You know what they did and what their toxic motives are every time for you and now the children. Confirmation from Spirit is here for you. From your near past 4 or 5 days behind you, somebody is sincerely changed. They went inward. They did the shadow work. They got therapy, did lots of healing. So this is right here. This is someone coming in. This again could be platonic. I told you this before. They could be romantic. They could start out platonic and it becomes romantic. There's no real gender here. It could be mix and match. You could be platonic and be the same sex. And for some people, romantic. Your discernment tells you to start a dialogue to see what has sincerely changed in this person. They're no longer life in the fast lane mentality. You take your time and it's wonderful. And then you let love unfurl naturally. You let all this come about naturally. Okay, this will be fine. Now then. Just gross. I told you what they're doing is just grotesque. It's gross. I mean, who does that to children? Okay, now. See? Covered you up and told the child that you weren't there. Cognitive dissonance. But Mom is sitting right here under this blanket. Don't you talk back to me and sass me or I won't let you play your video games, okay? Okay. I don't see Mom anywhere, no Mom anywhere. Yeah, you're right, she should be here with me. That's cognitive dissonance. But the child knows, but screw you, Dad, I know that she's there. This is you getting unstuck because you're not, you fell for it 9 times out of 10 times before. You're not doing it now. Here's the sun. That's the truth. Look at you all pristine on that white horse. They're being exposed for what they're trying to do to you, get money or something. They're being exposed because this is wrong. Those are children. See, they're saying that you are the devil's handmaiden collective. That you're his hot pocket, his main squeeze, metaphorically. And this is the offer they're refusing. They had a blessing with you to claim and they refused to claim it. Instead, they said, I never got an offer of a blessing from the divine or anybody. All I get is loss. All I get is nothing. All I get is empty cups. All I get is to kick sand and kick rocks. No, they were given offers just like everyone else in this safari these two are on now. It's 3 times more expensive than they planned on. They made mistakes. These are their losses. And the divine's telling them, just hang it up. You didn't claim this blessing, so you did this to yourself. Quit going to collective. Quit it. Page of Cups. That's more than a dead fish in that cup. They don't have a real offer for you. That means if you give them money, I dropped it. They're not going to spend it on what they're asking you the money for, and it's going to fall through. And when you ask about it, they're both going to come down crashing on you because they don't want to talk about it. See, these are the last 2 things that they need to pin down, and there's still no guarantee it's going to fly. Opportunist, sneaky, lying, sneaking, shady, tippy-pausing away. Ooh. Knight of Cups, that offer is not a real offer. Now, this knight would come before. This knight over here has to do with this new person, with this new love offer. So they can see, they feel in their bones, if they don't know already, figured out that you're probably going to get a love offer because you're not going to be with them. That you're technically, I love this. I never dreamed I was going to have a star card, that I was going to have to put a shift on a star card because I'm on the YouTube. That's you. This is an offer. Someone's got their eye on you, Caleb. I don't care what your gender is or your business. This is that one woman I'm telling you that would be a woman in a family. People genuflect to her because she's got money and power and stuff, but she's a woman. She's gonna get in trouble for doing this, using her children to go after your children. If it's your pets, if it's your business, if it's something that you do that's your passion, it doesn't have to, this is a collective reading. It doesn't have to literally be your children if you've never had any and you're not gonna. Got it? If that's not part of it, you make it, you have to make those energies fit to a certain degree because this is not a private reading. You walk away from all of this, even this part. Because see, you've got a vision that if you walk away, you're going to manifest this. And you are. And you are. You're tired of it. You were supposed to be up here on this road, up over here. You were supposed to be by now. And they have been holding you back the whole time. Now then. Children, immortality vibe. Or projects, what did I just say, that are a legacy vibration for you. That's what I'm talking about. Tapping into your intuition. Feels like you're 12 years old again. Now then, these 2 hooligans, lack of artistic sense. That's why they're failing. Third parties destroyed your real love. That's what they're doing here. Changeability or criminal instincts. This is why you're not going to give them money, because you're not so sure they're not doing something manky and maybe setting you up to take a fall. Yeah. The choice is yours to discern. You can give them the world. Please don't give them the world. Don't you do it. Or you can take it all away in the blink of an eye by saying, no. No. I said no. You ask me tomorrow, it will be no. And because you're trying to manipulate me right now, you can come 2 months, 2 years from now, the answer's still going to be no, because you tried to manipulate me right now. in the here and now and keeping me from doing what I need to do. Now get verklempt. One who often yields to circumstances. See, this is the old version of you. They're trying to court and lure it back in so that they can get what they want out of you. You do not like this new version of you. Good. Someone is moving out. That's not for all of you. Someone's moving out. That could be you, or it could be something happens that your narcissist has to move out. Shocking to them. They weren't expecting it. BlackBerry devices, phone devices of communication. Used to expose how the narcissist gets under your skin. That is somebody ratting them out on the outside, an anonymous phone call. A neighbor comes in to visit you and says what she saw those two doing when you weren't at home and the kids weren't at home. That they were up to something shady. It says so your throat chakra is used for your voice to be clear when you are telling them, no, here, I'll write you a text. No, here on your BlackBerry. No, on your phone. No, I'm not doing it. Hesitancy, mental fatigue, gullibility. This is a version of yourself that they must have in order to get whatever this is they want out of you. Chant, narcissistic cry over spilled hot tea, moaning, weeping groans. And you, collective, are in the midst of rapid change. How come collective is getting rapid change and I'm stuck? How come all this bad stuff's happening but collective is happy? Guidance gives you clear direction. Brutal materialism, love of decadent comfort, keen pleasure, and overeating or drinking booze. That's them. The futility of blaming. Nice try, the blame twisting. Not going to work. I know you did it. By the way you're acting. You can always tell by the way they're acting that I didn't do anything that... Well, yeah, you did because of the way you are reacting. You're not responding. You are reacting. They cause clarity for good or bad. Oh, we couldn't pull it over. We couldn't pull it over collective's eyes. Too late for karmic, distorted, feminine. Yeah, she's going to get it. Going after your brood. They're sick and broke. This is it. That's why they need your help. Counterfeit comes to discourage you before God's real people even come in. Discernment. Use your discernment. They know someone's going to sweep you off your feet and give you the love you deserve. If it be in a friendship or a marriage or something. Misfortune comes from making a poor choice. That's them. And you've always saved their fanny before and they're counting on you doing that again and you're like, you heard me, no. You bring a smile to my face on a bad day. Tedious, toxic drivel. You bring a smile to my face on a bad day. That's you and your children. That's you and your children. And liking it a lot, loving on each other. That excuse was an absolute banger. They will pay karmic price for their bullying. Toxic has a fine brain, but lack of concentration is consistent lately. Yeah, they're losing it, burning out. They scapegoat others for sport or the fun of it. Love and light and blessings for you. It's easy for a person cast away and bullied to be lied upon. Doctor. This one goes over here. Now, if you are not interested in having a love relationship because you're just like, no, I may be 5'8" doing it or something. Well, then you take on self-love practices and start kicking in the law of attraction. Eyeball deep. Everlasting love. Body movement. That's why I started this video by juggling fruit. Give your cares over to the divine. Yeah, you surrender these two over to the divine. You call in Saint Michael to come and dispatch, to put his little boot to their throats like he did Satan. Use your intuition. Oh, you do anyway. Some of you traveling, you get to travel safely. Get ready for a big happy change. Flowing love and tranquility. It's a psychic vibration too. You know it. You can feel it. Something really cool beans is coming in for me. I could just feel it. You're about to marry a loving, wealthy person. That could be emotional wealth too, not just money. Money's common. The emotional wealth is worth more to both. Everyone involved, actually. Fortunately, very passionate coupling. Sensual notes. Vibe to bring out passion. Does not have the heart for it. No desire to pursue or tolerate toxicity. They have gone through the exact same thing you went through at the same time. You've both gone through the same thing. You can compare notes on how you dealt with your situation and how your new person dealt with their situation, and you compare notes. And that you came out of it loving yourselves, and look at it as a blessing that you're grateful that your paths crossed, and you're just curious to see where it goes or how it goes. Warm, loving nature, generosity. This is more like it. Independence of thought and ambition. You're allowed to complete a sentence. You're allowed to have opinions. Independent thought of that other person without them telling you all the time that you're wrong and you have to adhere to what they think everything in life is supposed to be. Like you're toxic. This person's not toxic. You're not toxic to them. Vibe. This is used to discourage unwanted entities. This vibration is carried to attract new love. This is a gift from your spirit protector. For some, not all, a lower, I mean a lover. I'm sorry, my handwriting's like chicken scratch. A lower, what the hell? A lover will come to you again. Not all of you now. This implies somebody you probably know or at least know of. Really? Really? Johnny Depp is in love with me. Whoo, Kaloo Kalay. Someone is realizing how they are truly in love with you. When I had Auntie Grayrock, Johnny Depp on my Facebook showed up because he works with children who are autistic. A lot of things you don't know about my other channel. That was one of them. The Johnny Depp. Because he dressed up like Jack Sparrow. And he visits children's hospital. He works with children with autism. They love him as Jack Sparrow. Someone's realizing how they are truly in love with you. It could be someone famous. Dream big, collective. I think, poor Johnny Depp, I don't think he's ever going to get married again because it didn't go very well for him the last time around. Blessed for changing. That's you getting your most authentic self in line, all your ducks in a row. You discover the meaning behind events and relationships and certain activities. Calm reflection reveal an inner meaning and show growth not apparent on the surface of things. That's your mystery. It's a mystery about your ability to handle all of life's adversities and keep your heart chakra open no matter what. And you just keep leveling up if you do that. You want someone who will put in the work for you without fear and without being in their ego. Oh, love vibes. Mythos, victory over those who fail to subdue you, and you aid, and ultimately defeat the narcissistic in the end. You are victorious over the evil-minded mind effers. I know you are shown a different type of love. It's about time that love comes to you, that person shows you a kindness, adaptability, quickness of mind, use of common sense. You feel this. I am lucky, I am grateful that this channel has helped others. You need to help someone transform, and they will help you, collective. I don't know if you have time for that. This vibe is to engender love, to promote, and some of you love making, to bring peace to your bed, to your marriage bed. New love, or a new way to love. A stranger in your bed, but it's good news. If you want to have a person in your bed now, got it? Golden opportunity. Vibe brings in an element of fire, manifestation for abundance and wealth for you. Flame of desire to attract the opposite sex, or if it's platonic, right? Doesn't matter if it's platonic. Doesn't matter. Either way, love is love. Attraction vibe, prosperity on all levels. This attracts romance to you. It inspires creativity. Someone's broken, bleeding heart voice speaks of true love. This is an unrequited love. Someone's finally going to tell someone, not all of you, someone's going to come forward and tell you that they do honestly, sincerely love you on all levels, non-judgmentally and unconditionally. Then we've got, these are hashtag God, hashtag Grayrock, hashtag Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Coach, hashtag Illuminated, hashtag Help the Homeless Veteran, hashtag Salvation, hashtag Death by Chocolate, hashtag Death by Rock and Roll, hashtag Cross to Bear, hashtag CrossFit. Did you do CrossFit and juggle? Hashtag Teaching of God, hashtag God's Team, hashtag Oh Ye of Little Faith, hashtag Bread Recipe, hashtag Raisin Bread, hashtag Enlightened Soul, hashtag Breadcrumbing, that's what narcissists do, hashtag Looney Tunes, hashtag Forgive Sin, hashtag Jesus Heals the Blind, hashtag Wounded Warrior Project, hashtag Armed Forces, hashtag Special Forces, hashtag Special Needs, hashtag Angels and Ancestors. Now, this is that person. You're not wounded warriors anymore. You're grateful that you got through these experiences and you got to grow yourself and level up. This is the Ace of Wands. And this deck's got this funny. He's in there with this little, in a hood in the woods. This little demonic-y creature here next to him. This is them. Their project is lost. It's already over and done. They know. They just want to get money from you so that they can go spend it. You know, crying their beer, go buy things, shop and fill up that hole with that, But they're not going to use it to fix what they're telling you. The Hierophant, this is God reversed. This is the Hierophant reverse telling you that they are lying to you. Look at them fighting amongst their creditors or whoever wants money from them or a service that's been paid for that hasn't been provided. They hate you because you are just calm, cool, and collected. Not a care in the world. You do not care. Look, why? Because of what I'm telling you, this new opportunity coming in, or a new person coming in, new project coming in that you love. Maybe it's your work, or it is a new person coming in. Now look, you have this to give, 9 to their 7. Look at all those pentacles. In order for you all to combine your empire into one, look at his posture. Look at him, so confident that you can grow something together that has stable and is longevity to it. Look at this. Look at this. This is a person who does not think that they are better than you, or you are lesser than them, and that you're not going to get anywhere in this world like your narcissist did to you, where they were breadcrumbing you. Your narcissist was breadcrumbing you, giving you little scraps of love, acting like you did not deserve love, or you didn't deserve any comfort in life at all. Is that Knight of Pentacles that started with the, here we go, the Knight of Cups first. There's that little introduction, invitation to the dance. And it's not going to be a dance macabre like you got with your narcissist. It's going to be Cinderella's ball for you. Knight of Pentacles. This person takes action with a real offer. There's no dead fish in that cup. Your page, your narcissist is a page that always look, you fell for it again. It's a dead fish. It stinks. P.U. Love stings. Ha 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 ha. Because they're just so immature. Real love. Oh, all those. That's emotional wealth. Oh my goodness. Now this is for you. You attract positive influences in. You cancel or send away the negative vibrations. You've decided to raise your own vibration. You're going to do life for you. God bless. #angel. A hashtag gratitude, appreciation, visualization every day. Hashtag living word. Hashtag entertainment. Hashtag entrepreneur. What did I tell you, collective? Hashtag true self. Hashtag in God we trust. Hashtag Good News Friday. Hashtag Good News for YouTube channel. Hashtag Divine. Positive results, outcomes that you must have. You deserve it. Respect the family unity bonds. They're not going to get away with trying to do this to you and smear you to your own children. About to go through spiritual change for the benefit of that vibration. Say thank you for the guidance every day. I know you do. I watch you in my meditation every morning at between 3 and 4 in the morning. I do a meditation and look at the entire collective. And I have been doing that for the last 15 years. I only was on Auntie Grayrock for 3. Payout from God is huge. Bright light. I told you, when you subscribe to my channel, you become a bright light. Self-love rituals performed with loving care to save you. It's a means to shield and to surround the hearth of your house and your household with unconditional, non-judgmental love on all levels. Your talent is compassion. You know your home is safe and protected. Harnessing the energy of anger now. Anger is part of your survival instincts as a human being. Also animals, they're mammals, like we're mammals. They will get angry to, hiss or something, tell you to back off and leave them alone, and you're going to get bit. So you need to recognize the harnessing of the energy of anger comes with your physical reaction to a physical perceived threat. Then thoughts in your little head about what is making you feel that way. It's all energy. You can't destroy energy. It'll just keep moving about, but you cannot destroy energy. And that's what I'm talking about, harnessing the energy of anger. Finally, your conduct. That is the expression of anger. How you use this energy is the key to how you affect your own life and the lives of others. Sometimes you are just angry out of the blue because something isn't right. And that's your body and your subconscious telling you something is not right. And the only way your body and mind can get your attention is to make you get angry, fight or flight. Got it? Fight or flight is energy. You can love them all without exception. That's your children. Be open to receiving Capricorn by bringing new income and money and success. The art of spiritually changing your consciousness at will. That's what we do here. Aries, heighten your success, collective. You bring about clairvoyant powers. You increase your body's abilities and your ability to recover from recovering yourself from illness. Caring enough to do what the doctor tells you to do without fussing. Blessings of new starts. This is the doctor. Attending to yourself physically, mentally. You are a healer in your own skin. You need to start there. It could mean something is wrong and you need to troubleshoot it. If you've got discomfort somewhere, look at it. Don't be afraid. And if you have to, go to the doctor just to make sure. To make sure. Go to the doctor. Now then. This is you becoming unstuck, and this is God's truth. Getting you out of this nightmare so that they get their karma. You add these, that's the 9 of Swords. That ugly, ugly blanket that they sitting up having nightmares, can't eat, can't sleep, can't figure out how they're going to get out of trouble unless they get help from you. No, you're not doing it. You're busy doing what you need to do, the details that you're taking care of and manifesting. And you pull from this light from within yourself is what's saving you. Now, this is them. This is the yummy person. They protect you from all those people coming at you all the time and trying to terrorize your children, telling tales out of school on you. This person carries a taken action to love and protect you for real in ways you've never experienced, collective. And it's healing for you and that new person. That loving person sees that you've been through hell and back. But see that cat, that you got luck on your side. You managed to fight the war, the battles and the war, until she rode off in the chariot off the battlefield with her little stick. And then she became an empress to that emperor. That's that right there. That's the person you're supposed to, the Lover's card. You're supposed to be. Oh, and those comic, that the one you're with now, the narcissist, gonna be very upset. They're gonna see, their karma is to see that, and that they're gonna be rejected and left out in the cold, and this is what they had planned for you. They wanted you to be homeless, threadbare, no food, no love, no touch of the milk of human kindness to your face. They wanted you to just suffer and pine away for them. Oh, the nerve. Oh, the nerve. I have no idea how long this went. Well, for me, that's pretty good, collective. Again, you've all made me so damn happy. Thank you for welcoming me back to YouTube. I'm learning the ropes again. It's way different than it was before, but it's really exciting. So I encourage you, collective. I'll be back here tomorrow. I'll be back here for you every day. I will be here for you. I'll promise you that. Unless the power goes out or an emergency, but as soon as I can get back, I will come back. But I swear I will be here every day for you. So you go out there. Today, this is Auntie Grayrock. Having you go out there and have a really great day.